Hello everybody and welcome back to City Skylines, where it is apparently very hot here. 103.9 Fahrenheit currently. That's pretty toasty, no doubt about that. Well, let's go ahead and proceed here. We were working on developing our resort island and hoping that some of our pollution gets taken care of. Isn't there pollution collection things that you can build? I feel like there are. What was that under? I cannot, like floating garbage collectors, I think. Yeah, so that lessens water pollution. A floating building must be placed on water. So we could put that like over here. Does that require power? No, it does not require power or water. Fair enough. I think for now we're just going to put a single one down over here to lessen water pollution. We, I think, can move that around. Yeah, we can move it around if we need to. But for now, I'd like to lessen our pollution in this bay. That would be awfully nice. And we might put another one down over here. Or move this one down here when we're done with it. That might be what we end up doing. So that's fine. That should be great. And we are going to need additional residential. Apparently there's a fire going on over here. Okay, we could probably use another fire helicopter depot. That is responding. I'm assuming, well, we don't have Firewatch out over here. We kind of just don't have Firewatch in general, and we maybe should do something about that. But for right now, I think that all we're going to do is zone this residential. It looks like this is close enough that the fire helicopter sees it, so that's good. Cool. So get that all zoned up. Fantastic. Do we have any traffic problems going on? Well, potential traffic ferry problems. The small park is on fire. Yep. We should have fire department over here pretty quick. Actually, our nearest fire department is up over here. We should consider putting another one in over here. Okay. So that'll be fine. Fantastic. We have a lot of ferries. There's no doubt about that. But I definitely do want to get this floating garbage collector collecting a little bit of, you know, floating garbage. That would be nice. I also want to get Sigma 162 Heights finished up. So let's go ahead and build some roads. There would actually be fine. Although I think we were going to change the hatching here. So we would bring this in to be something like a space already occupied. Maybe if we were to bring it straight down and then curve it a little bit towards the end here. That could work. And then bring in another road over this way. It can only connect into one of these sides. I don't love that, if I'm honest. I'd like this to be over a little bit. Ish. Maybe here? Yes. So we have to connect in either here or here. Okay. It's certainly not perfect. We could maybe put something here to use some of this space. I don't know what that would be. I really don't like this, but we have to do it this way because of the ferry, or rather the fishing harbor. The fishing harbor makes it so we can connect here, or we can connect here. And in that case, we should probably connect this road straight down to the edge of the fishing harbor, right? So something kind of like that, but oh right, that wasn't letting us connect there. Maybe if we bring it in curved like this and then come in? Okay. That's actually a little bit better in terms of coverage. That could work. We could go with that. Cool. We need to be a little bit further over here to something kind of like that. There we go. That looks good to me. And what about this road? How do we want to uniquely shape this one? Because we're getting a lot of kind of weird shapes. There's no doubt about that. But I think that's fine. I want this over a little bit more. Yeah, this is okay. I want it to come down more like this, though, because we've kind of got this gentle curve going on here now, and we kind of need to stick with that if we want to have this be at all efficient in our building plots. So we would need this to go in somewhere like here, and then we can put in another one over this way. And then one last one that would kind of curve in like so. It's certainly not perfect under any circumstances. This is very non-perfect. But we can do something kind of like that. Okay, I'm going to then zone our offices down on the beach because there are no trees here. So something kind of like this. And then down here, we can zone these guys in. I think like that'll do. And then zone to there and there. Kind of like that. We need to unzone that section and then rezone it. And then that can be zoned out. Okay. So then this would all be industrial. And that would all be part of the Sigma 162 heights. So we're just going to box select that like so. That should keep us good on industrial for a while. We're going to have a jobs issue, I think, from this. We'll see what happens. But that'll get Sigma 162 heights good to go. And that'll be good. Fantastic. I'm noticing a potential issue here. Okay. What do we have going on with these intersections here? I think it's mostly that these intersections are very close together. So I'm going to take Butler Street here, and we are going to have that come in like this instead. And then we will rezone this area here to be all office. Like that. That should be office as well. Okay, something along those lines. That should clean this up substantially. I don't know if it'll clean it up entirely, but that'll give us a lot more room to work with here. Let's bump up to speed 3 and see how that goes. That's definitely looking a lot better. Okay. So now the question is, how's our pollution in the bay looking? Well, it still needs some work. That's for sure. Operating rate of 50,000 cubic meters per week. Well, this hasn't dropped substantially yet, but we're going to get that cleaned up soon enough. Fantastic. As far as the Casserole district goes, we will get that zoned a little later on, and it looks like we need some commercial at this time. So I'm just going to zone this entire little peninsula here. And we'll get this area zoned as well. There we go. Cool. So there's some commercial there. Do we have any tourists coming in? No, of course we don't. Why would we? We don't actually expect tourists at this time. But I do want to start working on getting some beach recreation here, which would be like the amusement park, not the amusement park recreations. It was the tourism and leisure recreations. So we wanted like fishing and tours out here. Does this require... Surely it requires road access. Let's put it in right here. And yeah, that needs road access. I'm not surprised about that. But we're just going to put in a bit of a collection of these things over this way. We've got a marina. And then a restaurant pier. Yeah, all of this needs a road connection. I understand that. A beach volleyball court. That can be put in, like, actually all of these things can be put in after we get our road in. So we're going to need roads up over this way, obviously. Do we want these to be like footpaths? Hang on. Can we do footpaths for those? That might not be a terrible concept. What would that be under? I think that's actually under districts. So you can get like these footpaths. It wouldn't be these footpaths exactly. We would go to like the theme park and go for these paths. Does that count for a connection? I'm not sure it does. No, it does not count. Okay, so in that case, we should probably go for... I mean, I'd really like to have some sort of, like, footpath only down here. I feel like that would be the best way to do it. We're not going to do a toll booth. I can tell you that right now. We could just do, like, 2-lane one-way with trees. Okay, let's just see if this connects. Yes, that connects. So then we would bring this guy in like that. And then we just try to do something kind of like, that doesn't quite work. We need to get that curved in a little bit better. Maybe if we curve it like this? Yes. And then we bring that in over here. And technically that counts, but we'll just do something kind of like that for now. We should probably upgrade all of this to be decorated, now that I think about it. So we can't decorate the tunnel, of course, but this entire area, let's just upgrade that to be decorated with trees, just to make this, you know, a little more fancy over this way. So let's get that all done. That area's already upgraded. Looks good. Fantastic. And then we'll just head down. We can't upgrade this area, but we'll head down over here, get all of this done. We can't upgrade that section either, sadly. Okay. Something kind of like that. And then we may as well upgrade all of this as well while we're at it. So let's just get all of that done. Yeah, we can't upgrade that little section because that is the ferry pier. But we can get all of this upgraded to some fancier roads. Not higher throughput roads, just fancier roads. Just need it to look prettier. Cool. There we go. And this is actually, yeah, that doesn't connect up anywhere. That is definitely a thing. We're going to continue this two-lane one-way road over this way. We're going to continue it, and it's just going to head through the beach here. Kind of like so. This is the Beachfront Recreation Road. I don't know about this corner. I feel like that corner isn't ideal. So let's take that out of there, and we'll just take it in something kind of like this. Quite a bit of beach space here. We just need a way to... Yeah, this is getting way too curvy. We need a way to get this thing around here. Or rather, to get us around on the beaches. I would really prefer that these be footpaths. I really, really would. But then that can link in up over here. I really hate the elevation of this over here. Okay. We're going to take this out because our elevation differential isn't what we want. I think for now, we're just going to leave this section undeveloped, and we're going to link this in over here, like that. That'll do. So we've got some tourist attractions over here. Not really a lot. We have room to expand more, and that's completely fine. I would like to get ourselves a few more tourist attractions over here, like a beach volleyball court. That can't be built on water, of course, but we can still build that on the beach over here. What else can we put in? A riding stable. That's pretty big. And we may actually want to have that be like over this way-ish, or even over here. Yeah, this may be the best location for that we have. Or something like this, or even like this. Yeah, I don't think that's great. I think we're best off putting it right over here. Okay, we'll do that. And then we can have a skate park over here as well. Cool. There we go. So now we need a little bit of residential. We, of course, need people employed to run these hotels and resorts over here. We're not bringing in any passengers just yet. That's not hugely surprising, but it's okay. We're going to get rid of some of these abandoned commercial structures over here. What are we, what's driving these abandonments at this point? Is it still lack of customers? It looks like it's still lack of customers to me. Well, we've got some more residential that we can develop up over here. I do want to get this highway moved over here for now, but for the moment, that's not really, strictly speaking, necessary. So we're not going to do that just yet. We're just going to get this area over here zoned up residential and see how that goes. Okay. This cruise ship might have just brought people in. Yep, it brought in 52 people. Cool. So people are now attending our tourist destination. There's only a minor amount of pollution here. Oh, it's only mildly poopy. We're working on it. We're working on it. I realize that only having one here is probably not efficient. but I guess it's fine. We could build another one down over this way just to clean it up a little faster. And let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Water issue? Oh, yeah, the riding stable. The riding stable would have a water issue. That is correct. We're just going to take a water pipe down over this direction-ish. We're going to have to link it in, like, over here temporarily. I'm probably going to change that water pipe later, but we're going to need power down here as well. For the time being, we will just run that power like so. That will get replaced later. Okay. There we go. Sounds good. So we're, of course, going to need a theme park district out over this way. And the question is, when are we going to do that? Well, this is going to be quite expensive to build, I think. And we need the district type for it. So we should make our theme park. We are going to make, let's see here. This is commercial specializations, industrial, office, and residential. This is probably a commercial? Yeah, because it would be like, that's a leisure specialization. That's airport. How do you make a theme park district? I do not know. I mean, just a park area, maybe? We don't seem to be able to create a park area. Yeah. That doesn't seem to work. So, how do I do this? I know you can do it. That's an amusement park fence there. Hilarious. And that would be the main gate. We cannot make that right now. Why is that grayed out? It is currently locked. Possibly because we don't have the actual district here? Possibly. I think there's something I have to turn on to enable these. I'm not actually sure what it is. The other districts that I've made were, of course, like campus districts. And that's, I think, the same thing. I forget how you make the actual district, but well, for the campus districts, it was easy enough. You just paint a campus area. And then that's the airport area. So it would have just been over in here, right? My question is, how do you make a theme park area? We could just do a leisure specialization, but no office, no residential, and self-sufficient buildings. Okay. We are lacking in customers over here. That's not super shocking considering that no passengers came in last week, but I'm not super shocked about that. Now, I know that there's a way to do this, and I know somebody's probably very angry in the comments right now. I'll get it figured out eventually. For now, I think that all we're going to do is we're going to paint like an industry area here. And what if we then made this into a leisure specialization? Yeah, that doesn't work. That absolutely does not work. I've completely forgotten how to do this. That's exciting. Obviously, an industry area is not the way to do it. And yeah, you can't paint it from here. You have to choose one of these. Okay. How did I make Spartan News Hills? I'm pretty sure I just painted a district, right? Just like a generic district. I've completely forgotten how this system works. It has completely fallen out of my head. Okay, that is exciting. That is... I'm dumb. You can just scroll this over. I'm really dumb. We're going to make this be a park area for the time being. And this should be a park area as well up over here. Like that. For now, I'm not sure if our beach is going to be a separate area or not, a separate district. But we want this to be like Belmont Park. That's fine. That can be a park area as well. We're going to have to fine-tune these borders a little bit, but that's okay. We can back these off a little bit like so, and just have this largely be defined by the road. I want to push that out a little bit. Yeah. Like I said, largely defined by the road. It doesn't have to be entirely defined by the road. Okay. And that's exciting there. Cool. And of course, we should name this after a channel member. And the next one in the list is the return of JJ Gamer. And this is now JJ Gamer Park. Cool. So, this is a park, a city park area here. And we are then hopefully going to be able to make this into a theme park, because that is what I want. A small amusement park main entrance is now available to us, it would appear. Okay, so yeah, this is now available. I think that we're going to go for an amusement park main gate, not a small amusement park main gate. And that would go in, yeah, I do want to get this beach out of here, I think. So I'm going to adjust that district a little further. I want this to come back over this way. It should include basically all of this road, but be something kind of like that. And then we can back this off up over here. And this area is not part of it. We are going to have that be potentially a district, but that's going to be like not super related to the park, but like clearly here to capitalize on the park's existence, right? So we're going to do something kind of like this and get the beach out of there. The park is, no, I don't want King Grounds or Mulberry Gardens here. You can stop. There we go. No, I want this here. No. There we go. I've completely forgotten how this system works, clearly. But we'll get there. Okay, so get that like that. Push this back out a tiny bit, just a smidge. That'll be fine. We do need some garbage collection over here, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and put in a a waste transfer facility here. That doesn't produce much pollution, but it does produce a little bit. We're just going to stick that like over here in this corner. And that'll be fine for now. So that will, of course, get some garbage trucks going. How are we doing on our garbage processing? Oh, we're fine. No concerns there whatsoever. Cool. So at this point, we're going to need to start building our park here. I do want a main gate, and that space is all already occupied. Huh. I'm not sure why that's coming back already occupied all along this side. I wanted the entrance to be on this side, but I suppose it could be up here. That is a distinct possibility. Okay, so JJ Gamer Park has reached level 1. Fantastic. We've got all that. Now, JJ Gamer Park is very incomplete. We're going to need some fencing to keep people out of the park proper. So, I'd like to basically build that in. That gives space already occupied. Okay, so we would need to have it come out like over this way. And then have it turn kind of like this. And then up here, it would come up over this way and then turn out over like that. So that way we can just have it follow the road. That would be the overall concept there. And, I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly the same distance all the time. It can be something kind of like this, although I feel like the flow here is not particularly good, if I'm honest. We're going to get rid of that section of fence. We just need to keep people out of the park unless they pay, right? So we're going to do something kind of like this. Okay. And it can go up over here. That's fine. I actually kind of want to turn off some snapping. I want it to snap to grid, but not really to anything else. Okay, now we're able, with the grid snapping, we're able to follow this road much better. So that's fantastic. It's not exactly right on, but that's completely fine. And we're just going to get this whole area fenced on off. Because we don't need people getting into the park via just walking. This is some wild corners we've got going on here, and I don't like it. We're going to get that on out of there. And we're going to try this again. Honestly, this seems like the way to go. We just we can't quite get there from here. But we can do something kind of like that. And then do this. Okay. So yeah, just going to this last one in the section seems to broadly work fairly well. And then this can go to like over here. And then this curve would need to come in kind of like that. This is wanting to curve back. We could, of course, just take that back over this way. And do it like this. Yeah, broadly this is working. I like it. We may revisit some of our early fence that we put in. And this is kind of like waving back and forth here, which isn't necessarily what we want, but maybe it's okay. There we go. Okay. So we're probably going to want to divide this theme park into like sections and, you know, maybe decide on a theme of some sort. Maybe? That might help. I don't know what that would be just yet. That might be something that would be doable for another episode, though. It is about time to put a cut in here. While I'm doing the outro, I'm going to continue working on this, but you can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members. I'm just going to keep doing this, so you're going to keep hearing it go in the background. It's great. A very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video. And as always, I will see you all next time. We're still building fences here. It's great. You can definitely hear it. We're doing the exact same thing, and by the time we come into the next episode, the fences will be completed. And maybe we'll have some ideas on how we want this theme park to be themed. Let me know if you have any ideas in the comments, and as always, I will see you all next time.